hello Galactic family. Within each aspect of your being, and your body as you are on Earth, it is an energy that is very fantastic. An energy that is intelligent, wise, deeply loving, creative and is constantly evolving beyond anything you can conceive at any given time. This energy can create and manifest beyond their wildest dreams, and become its intention in anything you want. Humanity will always try to know and understand the power within their beings and their bodies. Although the understanding is possible, the nature of energy always forces us to realize that cannot be understood. It is often when we step back and just accept us as a magnificent body and an energy being that understanding really begins to emerge. Only with the acceptance, you can wake up with eyes free from illusion to realize the miracles of His self-purpose and your inner energy. The beauty is its nature, the internal energy is as complex as simple at the same time. This encourages us to ask the question, if all that is manifested on Earth and the inner planes are two forms of energy expressions, can a demonstration be simple and complicated, beautiful and unpleasant, happy and sad, and deeply spiritual and highly intellectual? There can be two seemingly opposite energies within the same manifestation harmoniously? When we begin to realize that the Creator or the internal energy is not linear like the weather, is not singular, meaning it can only be an expression, emotion, thought or vibration at the same time, we begin to go beyond the illusion for more states the truth. All around you, within you and all forms of creations or manifestations, are composed of various energies and opportunities with the potential to become something. This means that we cannot identify a thing or a person in a unique way. To do this is to ignore the multifaceted nature of everything in creation. When you ignore the multifaceted nature of everything, including themselves, you see, perceive and recognize it as having a role, place or specific purpose, all-inclusive. You become contained in invisible boxes, limiting their understanding, expansion and true nature. Recognizing the multifaceted nature of themselves in all forms of manifestations means that you become aware of the various opportunities, energy and possible creations in one aspect of the Creator. A greater understanding of the Creator is in everything. Apparently this concept means that you could never define, describe or label anything. Do this would be to give in to the illusion that everything is singular rather multifaceted. When we believe that all aspects and creations of the Creator are unique, not open ourselves to the power of truth and divine intelligence of the Creator and, indeed, of our being. Instead, we are happy to remain the same for only see the Creator from a perspective, printing this perspective to everything we experience. It may be easy to recognize that your soul, the essence that exists in your being and your body, composed of various aspects of the Creator. You may also be able to recognize different frequencies, qualities, skills and expressions that create the expression of your soul, that you are currently aware. However, your soul is a manifestation of every aspect and facet of the Creator, which could be a million, a billion or a trillion different energy vibrations that create a whole, rather than a singular event. Imagine for a moment, the infinite possibilities of manifestation, expression and experiences that are at your disposal as you are on Earth, as multifaceted beings. You may realize that remain with a single identity, often with a sense of unwillingness to change or a sense that there is another part of themselves with which to identify. This may arouse a sense of perplexity, a perception of an unknown abyss, a feeling that you are unknown and indefinable. It is important, then, to dive in unknown and undefined energies of themselves and the Creator within you, allowing yourself to observe from a deep inner love space. With your love to support them in the observation of the self-purpose, you will begin to glimpse energy vibrations, qualities, events, opportunities, indeed, every aspect of themselves and the Creator. Each flash will not become a single identity, but one aspect that leads them to connect more to the Creator and themselves, in a new way, with a new perspective of wholeness, completeness and expanding beyond your imagination. A flash is just a perception, a piece of the puzzle or an aspect of the map waiting to be discovered, so that you can recognize the beauty of your being and the Creator. Knowledge or understanding you now have about yourself, the reality and the Creator is created and also limited by its provision level to recognize and Creator as multifaceted, limitless and expansive, with various creative opportunity and experience. The more you refuse and ignore this truth, the more you see separation, natural energy with unique opportunities and limitations. However, it is often with this perspective that one begins to believe that everything is understanding and accessing the lighting, when this is not the case. It is only when you access the abyss of internal unknown, with love in your heart, that you recognize the truth of the Creator. You begin to realize that enlightenment is not to know and understand everything. Instead, it is to be focused on observing yourself multifaceted internal, watching as the glimpses of truth are revealed. The truth is something that comes from the Creator with the ability to be expansive, unlimited, creative, promotes several opportunities, inspires and attracts them to dive deeper into the inner unknown, while promoting love, trust and peace. I, Lord Melchizedek, I am sharing this information with you because the rise period we are entering can be known as the time of the soul. More integration and transmission of your soul into your being, anchoring in your physical body, your personality and your reality, you will notice significant changes in your being and the way you perceive themselves and others. Your perception will change to be aligned with the perceptions of his soul. Perceptions of your soul are more expansive than the ideas and concepts of your mind, your ego and your emotions. As human beings, you have predominantly perceived its present and future, from a place of their past experiences. This will not be the case. Imagine for a moment, what should be the point of view of your soul. To share an example, your soul perceives others as souls also, as spiritual beings that exist in human bodies. Your soul to realize how unlimited, able to achieve anything you want with the necessary resources at their disposal. Your soul act from a place of love, peace and desire for harmony and unity. The greater presence of your soul cannot mean that you become more spiritual, however, you will notice a greater ability to love, to be compassionate, to create peace and perhaps even manifest miracles from the happy vibrations inside aligned with your intentions. You will note the presence of your soul most often in the way you perceive, from a place of love, their relationships with themselves and others become more loving and you feel supported, no matter what is occurring internally and externally. A transition as simple and yet deeply influential and impactful on their being, their reality and their experiences. Your soul will support them in recognition and perception of the multifaceted nature of your being and everything that surrounds them. Connect to several different aspects of a source, person, creation, experience or even an object will mean that you allow yourself to perceive a greater truth, depth, intensity and expansion, creating a deeper oneness and unity with everything. I, Lord Melchizedek, am here to share my energy, love and wisdom with you. They want to rely on me to support the integration of your soul with your physical being and your personality, as well as expand their perspective so that they can recognize the multifaceted nature of everything. Lord Melchizedek, I invoke his power, love, wisdom and light to be in my service. Please support the continuous synthesis of my soul with my physical body, my personality and my perspective. Support me to accept my soul as a greater incorporation into my being, aligning all my being, especially my mind, the pure and true perspective of my soul. I surrender now to the greatest aspects of my soul, wanting to anchor them and manifest them in me. Lord Melchizedek, help me now to recognize the multifaceted nature of my being, the creator of those around me and all manifestations. I'm ready to see my truth. I'm ready to wake up as my soul. I'm ready to dive into the core of my being, uniting me with all that is the Creator. Thank you. With eternal love. Lord Melchizedek,